Good Wednesday evening, Southeast Texas. Welcome to 12 News Plus. We're going to spend the next 10 minutes and dive into your forecast with a detailed look at your forecast. Windy day across Southeast Texas, and the good news is that the winds are coming down. It looks like less wind coming up tomorrow. A lot of clouds over at the Horseman's Western Store in Orange at 69 degrees on the Roofing 911 Skycam network. The warming trend will continue right on through the next several days, and it will certainly be humid, maybe a little less humid coming up as we head towards the weekend. As a weak cold front comes in late tomorrow afternoon, really tomorrow evening across Southeast Texas, and we could get a very isolated shower. I've not included that in the forecast, but I think the chances are very, very low at this point. There's not a lot of dynamics with this and not a lot of lift in the atmosphere, so it just looks like this will pass through our area with maybe a sprinkle. Now, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there's going to be very little cooling with this. It'll bring mainly a little bit of dry air, and that could allow the low temperatures to cool off a little bit and the actual high temperatures to work on up to around 80 degrees. And the dry weather will continue through the first half of next week. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So the drought will likely worsen across Southeast Texas. As far as your allergy report, it's that time of the year. Boy, that's a redundant statement. As you can see, high tree pollen today. It's mainly due to elm, oak, and cedar across Southeast Texas. I know in my neighborhood in Beaumont, we're looking at, well, the trees are already budding in my neighborhood. Probably not up in the lakes area, but it's not going to be far behind. And as you can see now, as far as current burn bans, all of Southwest Louisiana pretty much under a burn ban, and Tyler County under a burn ban. That's the latest as of today, but with no significant rainfall over the next 7 days, I think we will add to these counties as far as the burn bans across Southeast Texas. So as far as rainfall, little if anything with this front, and so I'm not going to go any rain with that. And as you can see, this is less than 1/10 of an inch through the next 7 days, and that may be a stretch because I don't think we'll see much as we head towards the Tuesday, Wednesday time period, because high pressure will be in charge of our area's weather. So over the next 7 days, I'm not going to go with any rainfall across Southeast Texas. As far as your wildfire threat for tomorrow, it's going to be lower. It's a moderate threat compared to the high threat today. The good news today is that we weren't in critical fire danger because the winds that were up today helped bring in higher humidities. That's kind of muted the potential a bit, but still it was elevated. Tomorrow, a moderate threat, so we're in pretty good shape there. As far as the drought monitor, we're now over almost 4 1/3 inches below normal on rainfall since December 1st, and over 2 1/3 inches down since January 1st. Anywhere between a moderate level 2, a severe level 3, and even an extreme level 4 drought occurring across Southeast Texas. This will likely intensify over the next 7 days. We get the new drought monitor information coming up tomorrow, so that'll be the update. It's updated once a week. So as we continue to head towards spring, 70 degrees tomorrow is our new normal high temperature. And as you can see, follow the red line. As we head towards Tuesday of next week, we go to 71. So tomorrow, we are forecasting 76. Could be a little warmer than that, but we're 6 degrees above normal. Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 degrees above that normal line. See how that's our normal line? See that rectangle? See how it's above that line? It's above the line, 10 degrees warmer than normal. Same thing on Sunday. Monday, we're above the line, 9 degrees above normal. So we go to 71, we're 8 degrees warmer than the normal coming up Tuesday and Wednesday. So very spring-like forecast over the next 7 days. In fact, tonight we could be 15 degrees above normal. Our normal low temperature is 50 degrees, and we're forecasting 65, just to put things in perspective. Right now, on the Pro Roofing Concepts satellite and radar loop, looking at cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s to around 70 degrees. That's about 10 degrees warmer than we were 24 hours ago, and with higher humidity levels, that helped to counteract the wildfire threat today. So that's the good news. as winds are still coming down. It's still getting some gusts 20 to 30 miles an hour, but we had wind gusts to around 42 miles an hour, I believe, this afternoon. Now across the state, temperatures getting into the 90s over into central and southwest Texas because of a southwest wind there. We're watching a little cooler air coming in from Colorado, moving on into Oklahoma and back over to northwest Texas. That will be our cold front that comes in tomorrow night. Otherwise, we continue to see that south flow off the Gulf. That's why we continue to also see temperatures running 5 to 10 degrees warmer than 24 hours ago. It's certainly cooler up to the Texas Panhandle a bit. And that front is expected again to move on into our area coming up tomorrow night with little fanfare, as we're waiting on a secondary push in the upper levels. Let me talk about that. So the front is basically stalled right now across North Texas. So we're waiting on this piece of energy right here to dive southwest or southeastwards towards that front, and that will push the front on through our area coming up tomorrow night. So that's why it's stalled. It's kind of run out of gas as that first piece of energy has moved off towards the east. That's what helped create the gusty winds across our area. So tonight we are looking at cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. Again, some 15 degrees above normal, only into the mid 60s for low temperatures. And then for tomorrow, it's going to be partly sunny to mostly cloudy. So lots of clouds coming up tomorrow as that front begins working into the area, probably after about 5, 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, and probably move through the area by, say, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning on your Friday. So as you can see, temperatures are going to make it on into the mid, maybe upper 70s. It wouldn't be surprised if we saw 78 or 79. So again, there's that piece of energy coming on down from Nebraska, thank you, heading on off towards the south and also east, and that will drag in our front as we head on in towards Thursday night into Friday morning. And that will bring us a little bit of a dry spell. Well, a little bit of a cooler mornings, as we should say, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Bridge of high pressure, dry weather. We're going to have to wait on this piece of energy, but it looks like it's going to head off towards Nebraska, well to our north. So that'll get us through midweek, and it just doesn't look like anything's promising as a ridge of high pressure actually takes hold. So on the Gulf tomorrow, looking at a small craft advisory, a choppy to seas around 3 to 5, some occasional 6s, and a south wind at 10 to 15 knots. Our forecast tonight, mostly cloudy, breezy, still some winds 20, or the next couple hours, maybe some gusts to 25, maybe 30, and then after about, say, 9 o'clock, maybe some gusts around 20 miles an hour. But lows mid, maybe upper 60s, so well above normal thanks to that cloud cover and breezy south and southwest wind. Tomorrow, a south and southwest wind. It will not be as windy as what we saw today coming up tomorrow. Some wind gusts around 20 miles an hour, not out of the realm of possibility. Could see some highs up in the lakes area around 78, wouldn't be surprised there. Mid 70s here in the triangle. And taking a look at your weather impact 7-day forecast, we are not expecting much out of that front coming up tomorrow night. There's 11 o'clock tomorrow night. The front comes through, winds turn to the north, and very little chance of rain, maybe a sprinkle at best. After that, as we head towards, say, Friday morning, dense fog. Saturday morning, dense fog. And Sunday morning, dense fog possible. So we're back to that coming up this weekend. But the